Hello everyone, TAC1421 here with another episode of Pokemon Tower Defense. We are taking on all 6 of the challenge levels, and we're doing them one by one. We are on the 3rd challenge level, Mount Moon, which in my opinion is one of the harder ones. I think Mount Moon, as well as Cledion Gym, I don't know how to pronounce that, but the very last one, I think those are the 2 hardest out of all these 6 challenge levels. But Mount Moon gives you a very cool item. We'll get to that in a second if you do defeat it, so you want to make sure you defeat all of these, but especially Mount Moon, I think, gives you one of the cooler items in the game for defeating it, which makes it, is why it's so hard, I guess. So it's not that hard, it's just you need to get the right, I guess, technique or way of beating the level. The right strategy, I think, is the best word. So I am going to be doing a giveaway for all of these videos, and they'll end sometime in January 2015. So if you are watching this afterwards, I do apologize, but hopefully you still enjoy the video nonetheless. But for those of you who are entering the contest, I'm going to be giving away 5 of my Pokemon that were from my original playthrough of this game to 5 lucky folks out there. So just go ahead and click on the descriptions to the Gleam page, follow all the instructions. You get a submission or an entry for every video that you watch from the series, as well as one for being a subscriber and one for being follow me on Twitter. And I might do one, I might ask a question, and you might get another entry for answering the question. So be sure to watch out for that, and let's go ahead and hop right into it. Mount Moon. So it says, hi there, can you help me here? I have a Pokedex for you if you do. So Professor Oak gives you a Pokedex if you defeat this, which is really awesome. Now this is a pretty hard little level, and you'll see here all the rare candies are right there, and there's 20 waves. On wave 10, things switch up a little bit, and we have an option to get a different kind of Pokemon on our team. But from now, all we're going to be doing is getting Geodudes, and it's a pretty tough little concept here. I guess it's kind of challenging to pull off, but essentially you just want to continue to get Geodudes and use the self-destruct on all these Zubats. Eventually there'll be Onyxes as well as Golems to try to destroy. So just line them up and try not to waste any of the Geodudes. If you stagger them a little bit, then you tend not to waste them, and you can save your rare candies pretty easily. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just kind of putting them at different stages on here. If you notice, I don't put 2 next to each other on I guess horizontally. You want to put them in different spots vertically, if that makes any sense. So essentially, I wouldn't put another Geodude right here. I want to put them, because they take up the same circle, I want to put them across, at least diagonally from one another. So the 3 spaces I can put them from here is in this spot right here, this spot right here, and this spot right here, depending on where my Geodude is. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully just by following along, you kind of get I guess a deal for what I'm trying to do. So yeah. So we're just going to keep on catching. I guess I did not catch that Geodude right there, so I'm going to probably have to give up a rare candy or 2 from that little miscue on my side. So that is a little unfortunate, but I guess we kind of saved it a little bit, so that's good. And the Golems they are kind of hard to kill, so hopefully they don't take too many rare candies from me. Looks like we got that one down to 1 shot. And I don't know if they have like sturdy or anything like that. I don't know if they follow by those rules. But this is wave 6. So at wave 10, we're going to stop getting the Geodude. That's where the a new type of Pokemon will actually come into play, which you'll see here in a second. So there it goes. There's one down. Oh gosh. And you also have ability to use other moves other than self-destruct. But self-destruct is really the only move that you're going to want to use in this particular situation. And hopefully that makes sense. So yeah, this is going to be, let's see what wave it is. It's a wave 7, so we're going to be going to continue to get Geodudes at this point, and just try to get my line of defense here going on. And alright, so we're doing pretty good. We haven't let too many of these rare candies go by, which is definitely great news for us. Alright, this is wave 8. Pretty cool. And I just wanted to point out the music in this level is very, very awesome. I really do like the music in this level. And I don't know if this is from a particular cave from the actual game or whatnot, but it's pretty cool. I really like it, so hopefully you guys enjoy that too. The music in the background. Some games have some weird music, but I think Pokemon has some of the coolest music in the business. So we're still trying to get Geodudes at this point. I'm probably going to get a few more. We don't want to get too many. Alright. So I think we should get 2 more, and then we'll be fine at this point. So let's see here. Where are we? Okay, we are on wave 10. So we're going to go ahead and stop getting Geodudes at this point, and we're actually going to start catching Charmanders, which is really awesome. So Charmander is a really cool Pokemon. I wish you can keep these Pokemon, but you can't. So yeah, we're just going to put Charmander down at this point, and there should be 1 more up ahead. Hopefully they give us 1 more. Maybe there's only 3. Maybe, okay, I guess there's only 3. And we're going to start by just using Scratch and taking out these Pokemon. And you definitely want to level them up as soon as you can. And you can evolve them right away. It doesn't really matter too much whether you evolve them or you don't evolve them into Charmeleon. But as soon as you get Charmeleon, you want to... Okay, let's level them up and let's stop evolving now. And I'll show you what happens when we stop evolving. We learn Fire Fang. So it might be a good idea to not evolve them right away because you learn Fire Fang, and Fire Fang will really help you against these glooms. So that might be one thing that you can do. But as soon as you do get Fire Fang, then you can evolve into Charmeleon. Eventually, we're going to get a Charizard, and he'll learn other moves. So we're going to level up here, and it looks like we don't have Fire Fang yet, unfortunately. So I also want to focus the candy out of everything. So let's go ahead and make sure we're doing that. And focus the candy. There we go. Okay, we will level up here, and we're going to evolve into Charmeleon once again. And I'm not sure if I think at this point we'll have all 3 of our Charmanders into Charmeleons, which is definitely very, very helpful. And again, just kind of spam and level up. We learned Fire Fang, which is great. So we want to definitely use that. And okay, so things are getting kind of crazy. You can put your Geodudes that you have over here. I recommend only putting 1 at a time though if you are going to do that. And just kind of spam level up these Pokemon. This is the hacked version. This might be more difficult on the non-hacked version. I've never tried it, but you can definitely level up really fast on this hacked version. And we want to use Flame Burst over Fire Fang if you do learn that, so make sure you do that. And yeah, just taking out all these Vileplumes, these Glooms, all these Pokemon that are weak to fire, which is definitely great. And we are evolving at this point into Charizard, and the sprite for the Charizard is really awesome, the shiny Charizard, so that's kind of cool. I have a regular old Charizard in my original playthrough of the game, but he was not shiny, so this is kind of cool having a shiny one. So you can use Wing Attack. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much because they're weak to... Vileplume is weak to both fire and flying, so you can do whatever you want. I just kind of mix it up and I use both attacks. The Wing Attack tends to one-shot them, and the Fire Burst does a good amount of damage too, so it doesn't really matter. I think actually both attacks might one-shot, so you can really go with whatever one you want. Slash, I'd recommend not learning that. You can definitely switch it up with the Scratch that you have, but you do learn Flamethrower eventually, and that's going to be kind of a go-to move. So I think I'm going to switch that with Scratch, but you don't get to keep these Pokemon, unfortunately, so it doesn't really matter too much in those regards. So yeah, we're just going to keep on leveling up, and I'm actually going to switch this Pokemon over here, just so we can level up our other Pokemon and keep it a little even. And it doesn't look like we've had to use these Geodudes that much, so I guess the basic strategy you want to use here is you want to try to get 3 Geodudes before you reach level 10, and once you reach level 10, you want to make sure that you have space to get these Charmanders, because it's pretty impossible to defeat this level without the Charmanders and eventually the Charizards on your team. So, and you also notice that I believe in the side here there's still going to be Pokemon Geodudes. No, there are not. There's no longer Geodudes for you to get. So we do learn Flamethrower at this point, so I'm going to replace that with Slash, and I'm going to figure out which one has that. And yeah, Flamethrower is probably the best move here. It does crazy amount of damage. You also have 6 potions in case you run into problems. But yeah, that's it. Thank you. Fill up the Pokedex. So I also want to showcase the Pokedex really quickly. And you can go to my collection. And these are all the Pokemon I have. I don't have all of them. Eventually, I plan on trying to get all the Pokemon. You'll see I don't have some like the legendaries. I'm missing some of them. And some of the other Pokemon are pretty easy to get, and I just haven't gone after them. But yeah, so pretty cool here. You'll also notice in the Pokedex that there's 3 different like Pokeballs. One's for shiny. There's another one for just regular old catch, and then the third one here is Shadow. Hopefully you can see that I have a Shadow Onyx. I don't know where I got that, but yeah. So there's regular old Mew, there's like shiny Dratini, and then all the way to Dragonite, and then there is the Shadow Onyx. But you can do that. You can have them for all different Pokemon, and if you happen to have in this case a shiny and a regular Vileplume, then they'll put both Pokeballs there. So pretty cool. Again, with like Squirtle and Blastoise and Wartortle, I have a Shadow one and a regular one. So pretty cool there. And where's the challenge mode? Yeah, there it is. So I hope you enjoyed Mount Moon. I think it's a pretty challenging, for lack of a better word, little challenge mode. But hopefully you did enjoy, and hopefully it helped you defeat Mount Moon, because I like everyone to have the Pokedex because it's pretty awesome. But hopefully you enjoy it. Go ahead and click on the link down below for that Gleam page. Enter the contest if it's not already done with, and I hope that you have the best luck of getting one of my Pokemon from the original game. If you want to check out the original Let's Play that I did, go ahead and check that out. It's pretty easy to find on my channel somewhere. And I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and I'll see everyone next time with Mount Moon Part 2. See you then. Peace.